Hello, everyone. We have a ton of changes happening in our life right now that I'm sure you guys are well aware of. So we decided to do a little bit of a life update because the last time that we talked, especially during our Q&A, I think things are changing.
Yeah.
Again.
By a lot.
I don't know.
We don't know.
But the idea of you guys discussing options makes it good for me. Because
Okay.
it's a possibility that I might get to see my grandkids a lot more, in one way or the other.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
They're probably like, what the heck are you talking about right now? Do you want
Well, I really miss Leon coming on every morning and crawling in bed with me. I like that.
He's become accustomed to it.
Yeah.
Little Leon has his heart.
Everything is still up in the air, like they said. As of right now, our RV is just now getting out of the water. They're saying the ground won't be good enough for anyone to tow it out for maybe another month.
Because where it's been
It's actually sunk down
saturated.
into the ground.
Yeah.
The last picture that we got, all of our windows were completely fogged up, from the steam of the water being inside the RV.
And the heat in Florida and stuff.
Yeah.
Which means that like everything inside is most likely mildewed, molded, just like unsalvageable pretty much.
Right.
Even if it didn't hit the water, like upstairs the kids' bedrooms and stuff, I was like, we could get all the art supply stuff, the homeschool stuff, like the stuff out of Leon's room, stuffed animals, toys. It's probably all like mildewy. So.
The appraiser that looked at our RV, they didn't have access to it. They still want to have access to it. They need to for insurance reasons. But they're no longer talking about repairing it.
Right.
So it's going to be a complete loss.
Yeah, they're talking about bringing it to a salvage yard.
Me and Jody still are under shock a little bit about losing everything and having to start pretty much all the way over.
Yeah.
We've lost 2 years of our life, finance wise, and trying to plan and get ready to buy a home in Florida. And it's really made us stop and wonder, is that a risk that we want to take again?
Yeah. John looked it up, and what was it? A 15% chance every single year. Anywhere.
Some type of tropical event.
Yeah, anywhere in the state of Florida. And you guys have to remember that we lived in Orlando, which is super central. So we kind of were like, oh, a hurricane's not going to hit us, right? And then we lived in an area that was not in a flood zone, had not been flooded even remotely since 1960, okay? I mean, it's just, we thought we lived in a great area to be safe from that kind of stuff, and we still weren't.
Right.
So that's really scary,
Right. And there could be a hurricane, a flood, tornado, tsunami, tropical
If a
depression.
tsunami reaches Orlando, there's a problem.
But I mean, where we were trying to live at.
Oh yeah,
on
yeah,
the
the
East Coast.
Melbourne Bay. Mm-hmm.
So you have all those different things that can happen.
Right.
And we're putting ourselves
At risk.
at risk
basically.
every single year.
Well, I have a little different outlook on it.
What?
I think since y'all came back here and seen all of your family support, from your brothers right on down,
Yeah.
you miss that.
I do.
Well, yeah, there's no doubt about that. But that was something that we were okay with kind of sacrificing in a way, because we do have some family in Florida, and I just felt like if that was the only con, then it was worth it. But at this point, that's not the only thing. So you're right,
Right.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But now there's
then we have-
more things stacking on top of it, and
Then
it's
we
kind
have
of
Leon. The original purpose of you guys going down there was because all of the things that was there for Leon.
right. Mhm.
And that's still there.
I don't know. That's the problem is I don't know. We're thinking about moving back to West Virginia.
We are. We're thinking about moving back.
We made a list, it's this long, of cons of each place. And they were pretty much even.
Right.
So I think it's kind of just like what our heart decides at this point.
Right.
What does your heart say?
Well, you know, I have traveled all over the country working in my work when I was still working.
You've been out of
Yeah,
country.
Canada, I've been
Yeah.
all over, and there's a lot of beautiful states. They really are, and there's a lot of beautiful people around. But this is home to me.
If West Virginia had even half of the opportunities and stuff that Florida had, we would have never left.
Right.
So it's hard.
But when you have a son that needs special things,
I've said that too. If Leon was like a typical child, we probably would have never left, and we definitely would still be here. So there's that too. I don't know. We have looked at houses in Melbourne, Palm Bay, Cocoa, Brevard County, and we've also looked at houses here. So
I don't know either.
I'm like 50-50, and John says he's 50-50, but I think he's
I'm like
leaning
70-30.
70 towards West Virginia.
I am. I'm
Yeah.
70 towards West Virginia. Like, I grew up my whole entire life, and I was poor, and we moved around from place to place to place. And I had always said, you know, if I have kids, like, I don't want to do that.
Right.
And I feel like Leon has moved 6 times, and he's 7 years old.
Yeah.
So I'm doing exactly what I didn't want to do. And I'm afraid that if we go to Florida and we have another event like that, like maybe we don't have the safety net we have now. And we just lose everything, and that
Have
scares
to
me.
move again.
And that's a big, huge con about Florida. It's gigantic.
I feel like this video is not even really making sense, and that's because our heads are not making sense right now. We
Right.
honestly don't know.
We have to wait for like 10 different things to happen, and
Yeah.
we're like trying to wait for those 10 different things.
But we want to get the process going in the meantime,
Right.
you know.
But we have to know which direction to even head towards.
keep your options open
Yeah.
until you start getting these things completed.
Right.
Once you get your insurance company to settle out, then you're going to be free to explore more options.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right now, we don't know how long that's going to take.
Right.
Exactly.
And as far as my part goes, I don't care how long it takes because I got my family here.
I did ask John, I said, think about moving to Florida. And then a couple seconds later, I was like, now think about moving to West Virginia. And I said, which one made you feel happier? And what did you say?
It's in West Virginia.
Yeah.
It scares me to think about Florida because I lost everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we saved a lot of kid stuff, and we saved, you know, Jody's equipment and stuff like that. But like,
We saved like 3 toys. We saved
Right.
a week's worth of clothes.
right,
Theo, like, we had to go buy him a bed, and Leon too, like, they didn't even have beds. Like, we didn't save
yeah,
that much stuff because we couldn't fit it in the car.
right. But we lost everything.
Yeah. Well, that happens sometimes. No, that's not normal. That shouldn't happen sometimes.
Right.
It turns your life upside down.
It does.
It does, yeah. I mean, Dad has been through that too. He's lost everything in a house fire. I was real little, so I don't remember it, but I'm sure he does. And it sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah. I hope nobody has to live through that.
Yeah.
And then you get to thinking, well, I'm going to work on the car. I'm going to get them old pair of jeans and put on. Well, no, you don't. Everything you got's new.
Right, yes. I have done that so many times. I'm like, oh, because I grabbed a tiny book bag of homeschool stuff for Leon, because obviously we have to continue his education no matter where we are. And I'm like, oh, I have this project I can do for Thanksgiving. Not Thanksgiving, but Halloween. I don't have it anymore.
Right.
And it's just like, and then I'm like, oh, let's grab these PJs for Theo. Oh, we don't have them anymore. It's just like everything like that, you know? And you guys asked us, like, why would you move back? And we were like, oh, we love it. And we still do. But now that it's, like, processed and we have had time to, like, think about it.
I'm scared to go back.
Yeah.
And then here's Matt. He's moving to Texas.
Yeah.
further away.
Let's just all move to Texas.
Yeah, let's go to Texas.
That's what we're doing. We're going
Austin,
to
here we
Texas.
go.
Bye, guys. I wanted to give you guys a little life update. I feel like this was more confusing than an update, and I'm sorry for that. But I really just wanted to let you guys in on like our emotions and how we're feeling and what we're thinking and everything, you know, that we're going through, and just because I kind of feel like we've barely touched on it, mostly because we don't know, and partly because it sucks.
Yeah.
And I try not to be like, I try to keep my videos like upbeat and happy, you know? So, I don't know. I guess we'll let you guys know when we know more.
Right.
Yeah, just keep asking questions and we'll try to answer them when we can.
They'll most likely be shorter updates now.
Yeah. I probably won't dedicate a whole video again.
Yeah, we don't like doing sit-down videos very
No,
much.
not really. Life's a beach.
No, you're moving back from the
And here
beach.
comes
Say
Here
goodbye to
comes
the
the
beach.
hurricane.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do birthday shout outs.
Alright. If you made it to this point in our video, then you know it's time for our birthday shoutouts. Happy birthday to Gabrielle, happy birthday to Patty, and happy birthday to Amy. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you want, become a member. And we'll see you in our next video. Bye, guys.